You know that saying, a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll? Well, that's kind of how today's video is going to be. It's a little bit canning, a little bit cooking. I hope you're going to find it a whole lot of fun. I have chopped up some boneless, skinless chicken thighs and canned those into bite-sized pieces. And I'm having such a good time with them. I've used them in curry. I've used them as just kind of little nuggets. What I did last night was I stuck them in the air fryer, used them as nuggets on top of my salad. That's the picture you saw in the thumbnail. And they've been a great addition to the pantry. So I'm going to be doing some more of them, and I wanted to get this video out to you. So welcome. This is Grow and Preserve. I'm Carter. I'm so glad you're here today. Let's get started. All right, it is Tuesday evening. I've been doing a lot of canning today. I'm getting ready to can some chicken thighs. I thought as long as I'm going to can them in kind of a small test batch, I'm going to take out two or three chicken thighs and have those for dinner tonight. All right, I think I'm going to take out about a pound. I'm going to roast dinner in the oven at 450 until it's done. But I think because I already have the oven on, I'm going to go ahead and cook the chicken thighs in there. I was going to do it on a pan, but I think doing it in the oven is going to be much easier and much less cleanup, because heaven knows I've done a lot of cleaning up today. All right, let's get this cut up. I'm going to go ahead and put dinner's chicken thighs on the pan here. Now, don't let me forget those. All right, let's get some I want these in bite-sized pieces. So my thought is that I'll have little chicken thigh bites that I can just make a quick curry out of. I have some curry sauces, different versions of curry sauces that I bought at Sprouts the other day that I'm thinking I'm going to see which one of those we like best, and then I will can my own version because they were like $7 a piece. And I got them on a buy one get one free sale, but I thought that was just crazy. Even $3.50, it won't cost me nearly that much to can it myself. So that is my plan. And then I woke up the other day and I thought, gosh, wouldn't it be fun to have some little chicken thigh bites that I can just throw in the air fryer and crisp up and have them done in like 10 minutes. So my chicken thighs for dinner are probably going to be in the oven for a total of 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes. That is about the size I'm going for. So that's about a bite size. Pick that up on a fork. You wouldn't feel the need to cut it, I don't think. So these, I'm guessing, are going to be in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. I don't necessarily need to cook them all the way through because they're going to cook in the canner. But I do want to render down a little of that fat. It's too big. And give them a little brown on the outside. Now, unlike when I am dry canning, I'm actually going to can these in some chicken broth, because I think they're going to need to stay moist. I don't think it will bother me. You know, the texture really bothers me when I can something like ground beef or ground sausage, which I have in this pressure canner right now. In chicken broth, I just don't like the texture. Comes out kind of mushy. But I think that these will be all right. I think they might meet the moisture. So that's my plan. Like I said, I'm doing a small batch, so this is just a test run. It's the electric pressure canner telling me that the sausage is done. Chicken thighs at Costco, the same price as chicken breasts at Costco. I don't know, didn't they used to be so much cheaper? Thighs were much cheaper than chicken breasts. Anyone know why they're suddenly the same price? At least at my Costco. This tray is filling up pretty quickly. All the chicken thighs cut up. I went ahead and used both roasting pans for these so that they won't touch so much. Move some of these over, I think. So a little bit of avocado oil. For these. Yuck. All right. And then some salt. If you've been watching for any length of time, that I don't normally season my meat when it just goes in as meat rather than a meal starter, because I like to be able to use it for all kinds of different things. But this time I am going to season it, because I can't imagine I would ever not want salt and pepper on it. Also, because often if I'm doing a curry, I'll be using the liquid that's in it. I don't need to save the liquid for the animals and therefore not need it seasoned. So all right, try to get all these separated, and we'll get them in, see how long they take to cook. I don't know if I told you or not, I cranked the oven up to 450. Really like to get a good brown, but not necessarily cook them. Racks obviously in the oven, so I'm going to rotate them, one up and the other down, about halfway through. Make sure I get some browning on everything. Okay, what a mess. In the oven. And let's get this one in the oven. Okay, I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes and I'll rotate them then. In the meantime, I'm going to get the sausage out of the canner and get everything sanitized here so I can get my other chicken in for dinner. All right, I have 2 trays. Got a little bit brown. I ended up turning on the broiler just because I wanted them to brown a little bit for me. So I'm going to get these in the jars. I'm just going to divide them evenly. I think I'm going to end up with 4 jars. I have 5 out here. Let's see. I ended up doing these for 15 minutes at first, and then I changed the pans around, and I did another 10 minutes, or 5 minutes on broil with each one on the top, so if that makes sense. I also made some broth. It's just some better than bouillon broth. Normally I would use my own, but I don't happen to have any right now. It was freshly made, so we'll do this. I want about an inch headspace, and I am going to push these down a little bit. I want to be able to feed 2 of us in each jar, so let's see. jars. It's about 4 pounds. All right, let's debubble. This broth is kind of a funny looking shade of yellow, isn't it? But that's what we have right now. Okay, put a hair more in a couple of these. All right, I'm going to can these in the Presto electric canner for 75 minutes. I'm really liking this canner. It just makes it easy, so I can like go eat dinner while these are canning, not have to sit here and really pay attention to listening for the jiggle. All right, let me get some lids. All right, wings on. Okay, these are good to go in the canner. All right, let's try our chicken thighs that we canned the other day. I have 4 jars. See, they look like that. I canned them in chicken broth. And you can see as I turn them over, they maintain their shape. There's salt and pepper on them. Wouldn't call them brown, but at least they have been brown just a bit. So I'm gonna do what I was originally planning to do with these and what I woke up thinking about the other day. So first of all, for dinner tonight, we're gonna have a curry, and I'm just gonna do the basic, well, it's gonna be upside down because of the way I open it, but it's a red curry paste. I'm gonna use this and some coconut milk. Now normally I might add some vegetables and things, but I really wanna focus on how we did with the chicken thighs today. I'm also gonna throw a couple of them in the air fryer to see if they will crisp up for me. So we'll see. I have a little bit of rice going here. And I'm gonna get some curry paste in the pan, which is smoking hot. So, I'm gonna taste up the curry a little bit. I'm gonna use about half of this can of curry. And I'm gonna take a couple of these chicken pieces. They came out looking pretty decent. I'm going to throw them in the air fryer, and I'll spritz a little bit of avocado oil on those and then fry them up. Okay. Now the rest of this I'm going to put in the curry paste. Already smells delicious in here. I'm going to go with the chicken pieces, or the chicken pieces first. little avocado oil. I'm just going to spray on these little pieces here. Fry these in the air fryer for just a few minutes. I'm thinking maybe I'll just have a few in there, but it's not preheated, so we'll go with like 4 minutes and see how they turn out. Okay, those are going. Starting to fall apart a little bit more than I might like. So far, I think they're all right. The rice is ready. That took about 15 minutes. You're watching this in real time, except for the one little cut I had to run through the air fryer. Let that heat up, and then I'm going to add the coconut milk. And then dinner's going to be ready. And I'm just serving this with a small green salad from the salad bar downstairs in the crawl space. Crank this up a little bit. We'll give that a minute to reduce down a bit, and then I'll add the coconut cream. This is the coconut milk that I use. We don't do dairy. My husband does a little bit every now and then, some goat cheese. But this is what we use in our coffee in the morning. And it is, it's a full fat coconut milk. So, and its only ingredients are 100% coconut milk. So if you'd rather use a can, you know, if you don't use coconut milk all the time, that's just fine. I just use this. It's easy. It's always open. It's always in my refrigerator. Add a little coconut milk. So I did buy a couple different curry sauces from Sprouts. I'm just going to try one of those tonight, but I really thought I'd better compare apples to apples, because when I do this, generally at home, I just make my own curry with this red curry paste and the coconut milk. So that's what we'll do. Next time we'll try it with the curry sauces. It's boiling a little faster. I also like a green curry. There you go. Now you can read curry paste that I use, but I think Thai Kitchen has one that everyone says is wonderful as well. This is a little cheaper, but I can only find it at the international market in Atlanta. So whenever we go there, I stock up on it. This is looking good. All right, my 4-minute timer just went off of the air fryer, so let me check on that. Okay, I put those back in the air fryer for another 3 minutes because they were not crispy. My goal is to get crispy there. I'm going to turn this off so I make sure we have plenty of the sauce for the rice. And let me get a serving bowl. So that literally just took, what, 5 or 6 minutes maybe? I will edit out a couple of times when I had to step away from the camera, but maybe 5 or 6 minutes total. Okay, so I have a little rice. You can use cauliflower rice, you can use cauliflower, broccoli, you can do some naan bread, you can do whatever you want. My husband's just going to have it, the curry by itself, as he tries to stay keto. I have discovered one thing I need to do is work better on my plating. So this is dinner tonight. This is what I'm going to have. And let me just try the curry. I'm going to go for a spoon so I can get juices in there. Ooh, it's hot. You see it? Ooh, it's also spicy. It's really good. This chicken is more shredded than it would normally be if I were making curry fresh at the time, you know, cutting up the little blobs of chicken thighs and throwing them in and getting them brown first. But the flavor is great. And the texture is, you know, it's fine. It's shredded, but it's fine. Try one more bite and then I'll go check on the ones in the air fryer. No, I'm pleased with that. I'll make some more of those. Now let me check on these. Well, talk about not a pretty presentation. But let's see what we have here. Okay, it has a little crisp to it. Oops, can you focus on that, camera? I think so, there we go. A little bit of crisp on that. Another one, yeah. It's a little crispy on the outside. So I'm going to give these just a second to cool off, and then I'm going to try those. But that looks ferociously hot. All right, we'll try a tiny one. Oh! Can you hear the crunch? It's crunchy. I'll try another one. That one felt a little bit dry to me, but that may be a product of the fact that I wanted them crunchy. Okay. Those are kind of fun. Actually, the texture on those is really fun. Kids might like those done in the air fryer, these little kind of unbreaded chicken nuggets. I would like them on a salad. That's probably how I would use them, actually. Done in the air fryer, but certainly with the curry, I think they're good. They just do break up quite a bit in the curry. So that's it. I'll be doing some more canning of chicken thighs. Be good. I'll be glad to have those on the shelf. And I have those other sauces. We'll try those at some point. My thought was that about 4 different curry type sauces, and then we'd see which one my husband and I like best, and then I would try to either put together or find a recipe that I can can for that. So I don't have to, it was like forget now, it was the other day, $7.50 or so a jar maybe. They were buy one get one free at the time, otherwise there's no way in the world I would have done that. But anyway, we'll see, that's the goal. So thanks for joining me tonight, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome to Grow and Preserve. I'm Carter. I'm so glad you're here today. Welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. Bye-bye.